If they ain't cooking, I don't want it.
What's up, everybody? This is another episode of the NZID podcast. It is your boy DT Sensei. Click like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for all the support I've been receiving so far. All the episodes I've done with the Washington Commanders and also just all NFL. So, look, today's episode again, because you know your boy is a Washington Commanders fan. It is a mock draft 2.0 for the Washington Commanders post free agency. Now, of course, free agency is still going on with the obvious signing of everybody crashing out about signing Michael Gallup, which I don't have a problem with it at all. I mean, he's just gonna be a guy that's gonna be in the room. But nonetheless, there's still probably a couple of signings they still need to make in terms of trying to fill out the 90-man roster. Also, you still have to draft your guys and also sign some undrafted free agents to fill out the roster. And we're about a couple of days away from the NFL draft. Probably about 36 or 35 days, I would estimate. But so far so good for the Commanders. They address a lot of the key needs. Still some other spots that need to fix and still to address. So this is why we do mock drafts and mock simulations, just to get a feel of what could, not saying potentially could happen, but what I would do for the Washington Commanders to fix them after their 2024 surprise season. So with all that being said, this is going to be mock draft 2.0. Now, I will do one with a trade and one without a trade. So buckle up. It's time for the mock draft 2.0. All right, we have the mock draft 2.0. I'm going to go ahead and take this down. I don't want to have it like that. We're going to make sure we have 7-round mocks, and we're going to be slightly in the middle so I can see some of the picks and stuff being made. And obviously, we're going to pick our Washington Commanders. We're about to get the thing rolling. Now, obviously, the biggest needs for the Commanders will be edge rusher, wide receiver, running back, and to be quite honest with you, some depth pieces overall, including corner. So we look at the mock draft going pretty quickly. A couple of surprises and a little bit of random, but it's all good. We're still going to make it work. All right, we are here at pick 29. Now, everybody's been talking about it. You know, this is more obviously, this could be a trade back scenario situation for Washington. We only have pick 29, 61, 128, 205, 245. And if I was a guy like Adam Peters, I definitely want to draft some guys that will make plays for this team. So let's go ahead and look at some of the trade offers. So, okay, we got pick 45 for the Colts. Colts are trying to trade back up in the first round. They have 45, 80, 117, 151, 189, and 232. Now, if I was to trade, really, I would love to have 45 and 80, but I don't think that's going to work. So let's see what else would trade offer. We have the Green Bay Packers. This could be a little bit juicy. 154, maybe 54, I would say. Then a 124, and we could probably just swap 7th rounders. But, you know, I'm going to go and look at the players that are on the board currently. So we're going to start with the number one need on the team, and that is edge rusher. Obviously, I see one of the edge rushers right here, 15 right, James Pierce Jr. Because he was at one point preseason consensus top 10 pick. He falls down in this area. Let's go ahead and look at the other key spots as well. Wide receiver, Luther Burden's up here. But after Luther Burden is definitely a large gap, but there's also conversations about Luther Burden potentially falling out of the first round. And let's see about running backs. Okay, there's no running backs ranked highly here, so we're not going to mess with that. I think the last spot, honestly, to look at would be corner. Okay, this could be intriguing because, especially after these couple of guys, it is a huge gap afterwards. But the last spot, let's look at O-line. To be quite honest with you, me personally, I think Washington has done enough on O-line. Maybe the only thing they need to do is add some guys as depth, and probably in a year or so find either a quality starting guard on the left side, because while Nick Allegretti had a solid season, I think he's a very replaceable player. And you can get a guy like a Tate Rutledge, Donovan Jackson, and that will make that offensive line extremely scary and more versatile. And, Nick Allegretti, there's nothing wrong with being a swing guy. I mean, we saw some good things from him, but there were definitely some things that was very limited from what I've seen, in my opinion. But so I think I'm going to go with the best player on the board at a position of need, and I'm going to go James Pierce Jr. Now, there are questions circulating about his character when it comes to his hunger for the game. And, to be honest with you, I probably wouldn't want to risk that anyway. Let's look at some of the other guys up here. Pretty heavy in the interior. They're going to take Rutledge, the guy I mentioned. Corners, Trey Amos, I think it might be a little high for him, but he could definitely be a guy that can sneak in the late first rounds. Defensive tackles, yes, defensive tackle is deep, but I would probably get a defensive tackle late. So I think I'm going to go with a consensus pick here. I'm going to be taking James Pierce Jr., defensive end out of the University of Tennessee. And he's going to be my guy on the defensive line that's going to be helping us get to the quarterback. He's going to help us make plays in the backfield. He's going to help us and Jaden Daniels get the ball back. Now, I also have a hot take that I was thinking to myself on the way from work, talking to my father. And to be honest with you, I would not be shocked if the Commanders double dip on the defensive line in terms of edge rushers. Okay, so we're back at pick 61 and dog. Two good players right here. Trey Harris just went off the board. And can I scroll back up? I don't think it'll let me scroll back up. Okay, so let me scroll back. JT, oh yeah, it was a run on talented players, dog. Wow, it's definitely a run. All right, so okay, there's a couple of players a little bit closely graded, so I don't know why they didn't fix this. Like, he's definitely not going to be this late. So we're going to look at some of the picks right now. So the Giants trying to trade up. Cleveland's trying to trade up. Oh, okay. Cleveland looks interesting. Chicago, where's Chicago at? Chicago's pretty limited picks. Arizona. And, okay, so I think to me, if I was to trade back, it would be with Cleveland. If I can find a way to, I'll be content with trying to get pick 67 and 104, and probably we could just swap 7th round picks. Now let's go ahead, and before we do that, we're going to look at some of the players on the board. So obviously the next position in need, I would look for the Commanders. Let's look at wide receiver. Restrepo, Jalen Knowles. After Restrepo is definitely a large gap, but I think I can make it work right here. There's definitely some players that I like. How about this? Let's go to corner. Oh my God. Oh yeah, I'm running this card in. Okay, obviously this is not true. This is more likely will not happen. But Benjamin Morris with James Pierce, that is a back-to-back home run pick. So I love the trade by Cleveland, but I have a shot of shoring up a defense and making them extremely talented and versatile. I'm taking Benjamin Morris. Him falling all the way to 61 is absolutely insane, and more likely this is not going to happen. But this is why it's a mock draft. I don't know why he would fall that far. I understand he had the surgery on his hip, but I'm running that card in if Benjamin Morris is there. Now, I think this is where people might get disappointed with me in terms of trying to address other needs on the roster. Um, could I have taken that trade from Cleveland? Yeah, but I just felt like a guy like that, you just gotta get, bro. And you can still trade back. And look, there's still some opportunities right here. Okay, so look, Dallas has a little bit more intrigue, but they also have our pick. We could trade back 3 spots. I also want to get some picks for next year because look, right here we only have a one round first rounder, third rounder, fifth rounder, sixth, and seventh. So what we can do, best I could do, they could do for me is give me 131 to 248, and we will just swap second, seventh round picks. But Dallas is going to come up for a player they want, but I will move back 11 spots and then get one of their comp picks, and we'll just move back in the seventh round. And let's see who's on the board. But there is a player that two players that intrigue me at that spot. Running back. Um, this is more likely gonna be the draft where I don't draft trade back. But looking at this, Damian Martinez, one of the best running backs on the board. And now this player right here, this is the player that has been intriguing, and he might not even be this far in this round. So I'm gonna go best player available. And I'm gonna get a running back in Damian Martinez to help shore up the run game. Then after that, this is why we've been talking about trading to get some picks back. Like 70 plus picks away is absolutely insane. So yeah, this is looking like this is gonna be the draft where I don't trade back at all, and I'm looking at how the board goes, and I'm gonna go best based on who's on the board and what. But to be honest with you, I think I definitely hit on the first two picks. Now, I think Martinez is a good player as well. All right, we're here. Now this could be where we get some more picks as well. Now, if I trade on that, I can move 5 spot. Okay, so the only pick they would want me to do would be that. Okay, so no. Cleveland, getting a little scarce with picks right there. Getting a little scarce with them right there. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to trade. And obviously, there's a player right here that is best player on the board. But I'm going to see. My hot take, actually, when I was talking about earlier, is I would double dip at edge rusher because you can never go wrong with pass rush. Let's see what tight ends looking a little decent. Okay, there's a huge gap between all the players, and I think I'm gonna run the card in. I'm gonna get Ty Felton. This might be a little bit of a bad grade, but it is what it is. I think I nailed these picks right here. especially the fact to get a all pro caliber defensive end and a Pro Bowl caliber corner on your roster when you already have a Marshawn Lattimore, who, when healthy, he's one of the best corners in the league. Uh, Mikey Sanders, who was one of the best rookies last year, especially at the cornerback position. The sky's the limit. So the last pick in the draft, let's see what the exterior and interior. Oh my, wait, did I say exterior? That's kind of nasty. So looking at the scarce, linebackers. Now, funny thing, a lot of people are not talking about linebackers because Bobby's not gonna be playing everywhere. So I think I'm gonna go best player available, and I'm gonna draft a linebacker out of Cal. All right, and that concludes the first mock draft 2.0 we did up here. And let's see what my grade is. It's probably a B, to be honest with you. Oh, I got A. Okay, I nailed that out the park. So we got James Pierce falling to us, and then we have a Benjamin Morris. Oh, they gave me a good grade for the Damian Martinez. I think it's mainly because of the big board. I followed the big board. Okay, so people don't think I'm a fraud. Definitely gonna say this, and we're gonna run it back again. We're definitely gonna run it back, and we're gonna see what we do if we do trade back. Definitely gonna trade back in this one. All right, things are looking good. Sourceful. All right, Pierce is gone by then. Okay, so we are back here again, and there are no trade offers, but that doesn't mean we can't trade. So I'm looking at Cleveland. I don't want to go so far. So let's say we give up pick 29. Let's say they don't draft. Did they draft a quarterback in the first? I'm going to trade back with a team that doesn't have a quarterback. Bro, I don't even. Hold up. Did Shador even go? Shador Sanders didn't even go. That's nasty. Well, that ain't nasty. Stop. All right, so I'm looking at Cleveland, looking at New York, two teams that need quarterbacks. So, not trading New York. I'm going to try to Cleveland because they got a little bit more of the value picks. So, we're going to try to trade for 33. Okay, they said they're not interested in this pick, but I have a forced trade right here. Definitely going to force that trade. And 33. Definitely going to force it. What the heck is this? We are forcing this trade because this is my channel. All right, so we trade back. We got some people might question the picks, but I probably should have got some picks next year. But we'll see what they do. So obviously they say Coastal Loveland. Oh, and the quarterbacks too. No go off board. Okay, so here we are. We're gonna look at running back. Cam Scatterbo? Absolutely not. Some people don't be mad. Cam Scatterbo. Corner. Definitely a large gap at corner. But safety. Okay, but I think obviously the best player to me on that board would be Skirton. And I'm going to take Skirton right there. And definitely going to a run on potential players. I think I'll go get a little bit of a higher tier running back. All right, wide receiver. Running backs is okay. There's definitely some running backs I like. Interior and corner. I probably want to. I think I'm going to trade again, and we're definitely going to add some pieces to this roster. So we're going to trade back with the Giants. Get too big this year. They get and they got the got me. Yeah, it's kind of nasty. I should have took Trey Harris there, but it's all good. I'm not really pressed about it. Still some guys I like. Um, Me personally, I don't think they draft a wide receiver high anyway. Drafting discouraging. Going to look at. I think we should address running back right now. Round 3 makes a little bit more sense. So, gonna go with Dylan Sampson, running back out of Tennessee, and I think we got a little bit of time to play. Try to get a corner or a wide receiver at pick 94. All right, we a little bit of a gap at wide receiver. Corners, also a gap at corner. So the best players available would be some of these guys. I definitely see one player that definitely intrigues me. Um, we need a ball hawk at safety. Need a playmaker. I'm gonna take Andrew Makuba at pick 94. And definitely gonna have to pay. I might try to package some of these picks so that way I can get some picks next year. Okay, so while we at it here, we're at round 4. I think it's time we get potentially one of the players that a lot of people have been crushing on in this process. Let me go check one more time in corner. Okay, I think we can make something work. So, with that being said, I'm going to be taking the young man from UCLA. You can never have too many pass rushers. All right, we probably could go ahead and check out what the wide receiver room looking like. Pick 1 of 54 is coming. Oh, yeah, I think I'm in good range. Still haven't added a corner, but the corners is looking scarce. So I'm gonna take Kyle Williams right here. Add some speed, add some route running prowess. Um, Looking at the list of players, I just got playmakers. And I think we'll be good with drafting some late round corners um, to help with this team. Still looking okay. Go ahead, cornerback. Oh, it's definitely a bad. I probably don't want to reach right here. Let's see what O line looking like. You got one of the top centers and versatile playmakers back there. Um, Depending on how they feel, I don't think they would take a center. Now, I'll have to see. If I'm not mistaken, he played tackle. Yes, I knew it wasn't tripping. So he's a versatile player. 2022, he played majority right tackle, played right guard, played left tackle, and he played center on 2020. The only spot he did not play was left guard. Yeah, I tell you what, and he's already coming from a Lincoln Riley offense, some similarities with Cliff Kingsbury. This is a value pick right here. I'm gonna take him, and he's gonna be our future starting guard on the left side. All right, now we're looking over here. Got two edge rushers, drafted a center. Let's see the corners. Corners definitely still looking scarce. I don't understand why he keep falling. I think probably maybe linebacker depth. I know they're trying to give McGee opportunities, but they still need to draft a guy or sign someone next year that can replace Bobby Wagner because Bobby is, obviously getting up there. So Jay Higgins, Teddy Buchanan, Jamon Durbin Johnson. That's one of the guys I covered on the Commanders draft on Red Zone Live podcast. Go check that out. Um, Consistent player here. I'll probably go best player available inside draft a guy like Higgins, so he could be in the room, get some linebacking depth. And the last spot will, I think this is where we go corner. I think this is where we go corner. A lot of names coming off, but wasn't a lot of names to begin with. Now there is one player I do like. Kind of have a down season. Um, his best year was 2023, and he was getting absolutely shredded. Oh man, Tommy Hill. I think this could be a guy we could look after. Okay. I'm definitely I'll take the risk. I'm a draft a kid like this to add to the room. All right. So we have done two mock drafts. And okay, obviously they got on me because the higher percent rank, but it's kind of screen playmakers. So I'm definitely gonna save this too, and I'm going to post whenever I get a shot at it. So that was the mock draft 2.0. I done one without a trade, one with a trade. Now, me personally, if I was to not have been the person who done that, I probably would have gone with the first one. Now, even though they didn't recruit any picks to help get some more key guys, I think they hitting on the first couple picks like that, getting you know, James Pierce and a Benjamin Morris. Those are two instant starters to add to a defense. Two young guys that can play and help this defense get even better. Now, of course, the other one had a lot of quality picks. I was able to get. I drafted two edge rushers, basically with the Ojahadu from UCLA, and then try to add a couple of spots otherwhere. But it's whatever how y'all feel. So I'm gonna go ahead and post it on social media and just to see and gauge what people will prefer. I mean, and another thing I want to give advice to as well for people that do mock drafts. Hey, look, some people are going to have crazy opinions. Some people are going to do crazy stuff on mocks, but just honestly, bro, just be confident in what you feel like makes sense to you in a sense, and go ahead, show it out to people. Say, hey, what do you think about this, and that? Just explain the moves why you did it. I know a lot of people have sort of problems about sharing what they do in the NFL content world, but just embrace some of the things you do, man. Like, to me, I'm a non-judgmental person. I'll probably get some advice and probably say what I would have done, but I'm not going to kill you for if you draft a certain player at this spot and you feel like he's the best player, because everybody has a different opinion on a lot of these players. And that's just a little good advice I feel like I should give to people out there that want to do stuff like this. But with all that being said, it is your boy DT. I gotta run out of here. Obviously, you can see the shirt. Been doing some schoolwork, but definitely tune in to more information about the Washington Commanders and all NFL. I'll probably do an all NFL episode next time so I can, you know, appease everybody. But look, it's your boy DT Sensei. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok now. Follow me on TikTok. And click like and subscribe to the channel. Boost the ratings. Get the ratings up, people. I love y'all. And I'll see you guys next time.
If they ain't cooking, I don't want it.